get out of Scottsboro. See what's going on in the rest of Alabama. Or perhaps Mississippi, or perhaps Texas, or perhaps California. Well, you can. Absolutely you can. And get paid to do so. Get out here. Get out here, boy. Get on that big road. Trucking. That's what we're talking about. 10-4. Man, you didn't know? 30,000 a year, 40,000 a year, first year, second year, 50,000 a year, 60,000 a year, 70,000 a year. All depends on the company you go to, who you work for, what you are, what you do. It's up to you. You get that year experience, man, you become highly marketable. Keep your license clean, you become highly sought after. Yeah, that way. I'm so dramatic. Says who? Says me. Well, that's a speed limit decrease on me. Yeah, snuck it on me. Yeah, that way. Now, for real, y'all, you know, this is a great career, man. Great career. But only for the right person. The wrong person get out here, man, you're going to be miserable. So we're going to help you figure out if you're compatible for the trucking lifestyle. Help you figure out if you're compatible. So what can you expect as a truck driver? As I said, 30,000, 40,000 first year, depending on how you start. If you go to truck driving school or community college, yeah, easy. And if you go to one of the company-sponsored programs, it's possible that you will get the same thing. 30,000 a year, 40,000 a year. It's possible. It's all possible. Again, it depends on the company you end up at. It's tens of thousands of different companies. So there's a lot of variations in what they haul and how they operate and everything. But the free company-sponsored programs, that's what I'm talking about. That's a lot of advertising you'll see going on, because those are the ones who advertise the most. It's mostly the largest companies that advertise that program. Free training or company-sponsored training. You have to sign a contract to work for that company for a year. Some of them will get you for 2 years. I wouldn't do a 2-year program because there's too many offering a 1-year program. Now, something I always suggest to people is, if possible, go with a company that has a terminal in close proximity to where you live, or where you want to be domiciled, where you want to take time off. Because if you do it that way, it'll be easier for you to get, I'm generalizing. It's reasonable to assume that it will be easier for you to get home when you need to get home, or at least from the schedule. Because generally speaking, the reason that the terminal is there is either because, well, most likely because there's a lot of freight that the company hauls either in that vicinity or en route or passing through that vicinity. In other words, it's what we call a lane for that company, freight lane. Or it's just a good freight lane and that company utilizes that freight lane, hauls freight up and down that lane. So if you get if that's one of the criteria you use for choosing, then it makes sense. It's a good way of choosing. Now, wait a minute. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's figure out if you're compatible first. You can expect to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even 6 weeks out at a time. But usually it's 2 to 3 weeks out at a time. But I had to mention the other stuff because that's out there. I heard people talking about being out there like that. I think it's ridiculous. ridiculous, but it's out there. Now, if you're single, of course, it's less of an impact. No kids is less of an impact. If you have a family, it's harder to figure out if you should do it. Given that there's so many variations, I already told you, you can get for anywhere from $30,000 to $40,000 the first year, and that might make a difference to you. So the best thing to do would be go to the nearest truck stop if possible, and if that's not possible, go online. But probably you can ask people around in your area whether they get paid that first year if they're at their starting company. And if you find people that live where you are, that work at a company that you're looking at, then what they say they take home could be something that you take home. Problem with that is still a lot of moving parts. I mean, that's why I do what I do, because there's so many different variations and so many moving parts in trucking. What am I talking about? Because even though it's the same company out of the same terminal, even if they trying to come home with the same regularity as your desire is to come home, that person may drive harder than you. Or you may understand the business, one of y'all may understand and pick up the business more quickly than the other person. See what I mean? I said, what do you mean? How many different ways can you operate? Well, for instance, one person can wait till the last minute to go and deliver or pick up a load. The other person can look at the bigger picture and understand that leaving a little bit earlier leaves room for mishaps and traffic jams and stuff like that. And one person might try to deliver early while the other one wait on the delivery appointment. So one person ends up running maybe 1,000 miles more than the other one per week, on some weeks. Well, let's say might end up running an extra 2,000 miles a month than the other person. So that right there is going to put your pay at a different scale. See? Not only do you need to be the right type of person who could deal with and not need to be home, then if you're in a relationship, your significant other also needs to be able to deal with that type of lifestyle. So he or she has to be somewhat independent, not easily influenced, for the simple fact that a lot of the general population has a negative opinion about truck drivers. So if something happens, see, there's all these moving parts. If you have Sprint, for instance, there's different parts of the country. Louisiana on the Atchafalaya, Kentucky on AA Highway, West Texas, and other pockets, parts of Kentucky. There's pockets where you won't have a phone signal. If there's already trust issues and you panic because you can't get in touch with a significant other, and then you go and tell your girlfriends or your homeboys, yo, I can't get in touch with this person. What do you think going on? You know what's going on. They out there messing around, blah, blah, blah. You see? Now, if you're someone who will let that easily influence your opinion on the situation, not take into account you know the person better than anybody else. Now, you know the person and you're like, yeah, that fits their MO. Well, then you got a problem already. You're not compatible with the trucking lifestyle to start with. You need to be working on something else. I'm just saying, hey, let's keep it real here. Y'all like that saying, right? Keep it real. A lot of people like to use that word, keep it real, but you don't really like to keep it real. You just like saying the word. People don't like to hear what they need to hear. They like to hear what they want to hear. Some people be in denial. Some people got wishful thinking. Some people just, tunnel vision, lack the ability to see the bigger picture, put things into context, and have accurate thinking. It's flawed thinking. But I digress. Look here, man. You need to get on that road if you're trying to make that money. What y'all doing anyway? What y'all doing? cashier, you're tired of fast food. Nothing wrong with none of those if that's what you love. If you enjoy it, it's making you happy, you're making enough money, you can see the future, you got plans, you got goals, and that's going to help you get there. Nothing wrong with it. Do your thing. If you're happy and content, I consent. You get it? But if you feel like there's a need for change, there you go. It's beeping at your door. Opportunity is beeping at your eardrums. Look at that. Look at that. The highway is calling your name. Listen. Hear your name? That's you. That's you, what you hear. That steady, slight roar of the tire tracking on the road. That's your name you hear. We pushing weight, pushing freight. We one step away, near the gate. To find the school. Gonna be no fool. When opportunity comes a knocking, we need to get the rocking. I'm trying to tell you the game, man. Trucking. It's not a job, it's a career. Unless you just want to use it for a job. See, that's the beautiful thing about truck driving. You can make truck driving a career, you can make it a stepping stone, you can do what you want to with it. There's no cap on the money you can make, because you can go from company driver to owner operator. You can lease the truck, you can buy the truck. You can get 1, get 2, get 5, get 10. You can be a carrier, start a trucking company. It's up to you. I always suggest people for the first year several things. 1, remain single. Why is that? Because you don't know the game yet. You know, there's too many moving parts. You don't know. If you can't already tell, there's a lot of moving parts. So what does that do? That creates a certain level of unpredictability, instability, a lot of adventure. Who knows where you're going to be 3 days from now? But with your significant other, understand that. And have you done that before? So how much stress will it impose upon you to be in that situation? Some people, they look forward to it. Other people, they get stressed by it. You know? Too much. Too much. They want to back up a little bit. So it might take a little bit longer to adjust. And then you're trying to figure out how to deal with other people. And then depending on what you've done prior to this, you got to adjust to the fact that this person called the dispatcher has so much power by default of their position in their hands over your life. Well, that's why I always tell people your attitude is important. Yes. Because if you don't know how to, or let's say part of your characteristic, the personality is having difficulty interacting with other people, then that's a problem. Now, if you got a pleasant personality, you get along well with others, you know how to negotiate, cooperate, you're good at conflict resolution. Not saying it's going to be a conflict, I'm saying if you have those abilities and those skills, then it's easy for you to be someone to have a good relationship with the dispatcher to a certain degree. Now, one of the other key components to that good relationship is what? What's the key component in your relationship? Key component in our relationships? Communication. One of the major assets you can have in any relationship is communication. Is that is true also between you and the dispatcher. And if you're in a relationship, then that's going to be key to you being able to maintain and guess what? Create a stronger bond in your relationship with your significant other should you become a truck driver. And if you are lacking in your ability to maintain and strengthen your relationship, because, or I should say, in communication skills, then that's going to eat away at the relationship. That's going to create a problem, thereby once again rendering you incompatible for the trucking lifestyle. Think twice. want you to be miserable, especially not with my advice of becoming a trucker. Think twice. If you're already having problems in a relationship and it is related to lack of the ability to communicate with each other, think twice, don't do it. Work on that. Now, some people like to use trucking as a method of getting away from the home for one reason or another. You're running from something, don't do it. If you care about the relationship, don't do it. Or if it's for superficial, shallow things, maybe y'all argue all the time, you love each other to death, but you can't figure out how to get along because it never was modeled to you how to treat each other and be in a relationship. But yeah, you love each other, you just don't know how to do it. Okay, it might work out for you. And as long as both people are content with that distance in a relationship, you might go forever like that. But for most people, you want to make it a closer and stronger bond. You want to keep building upon it. And you're not going to make it a more tight bond if you already have that problem. You got to figure out that problem and how to get along with each other better. You got to figure that part out. You can't do it. I ain't gonna say you can't do it. It's more difficult with you being away and on the road. OTR, we call it long distance relationship. And don't forget there's so many other things at play. Don't forget so many other things at play that you gotta deal with. Don't forget. So when you bring a certain element of stress in the picture, which sometimes comes with trucking, no, I should change that. It will come with trucking to a certain degree, varying degrees. So two people could go through the same situation. The one person is totally stressed and bummed out, the other one is just minorly stressed and momentarily stressed. And it's like, okay, yeah, well, today it'll take you down, but tomorrow you're bright, shiny, wide-eyed, looking forward to the day, smiling. You learn something from the day before, you're taking it forward, and you see the glass half full. So you got different people handling things in different ways. So therefore, they're going to be affected to different degrees, you see? All these moving parts. Now, if you're somebody who is always looking at the glass half full, so you're easily handling stress, hey, you sound close to being a prime candidate, man. If you're in a relationship. If you're open-minded, you're big on personal development, and your spouse is too, I mean, y'all are a winner. That's it right there. That's what it takes. That's what it takes to adapt in any situation. It's no different than taking on the trucking lifestyle. The only thing then is that you're able to leave and not create a burden by you leaving. As far as the mental component, and y'all being able to deal with that and adjust, y'all got that licked. Both people are big on personal development because you're paying attention, you're mindful, you're aware, and you're ready to learn from mistakes. You're admitting to your own mistakes, you're able to reflect, you're able to get the lessons and take it forward with you and improve who you are, how you do what you do. That's what it takes. But if you're somebody who's closed-minded, a fixed mindset, you're always blaming somebody, you need a scapegoat, you're a victim, you're being oppressed, and you like making excuses, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't become a truck driver. Think twice. Not gonna make it. You know? You need to work on something else. Personal development, self. They say if you work on a job, you earn a living. You work on yourself, you can make a fortune. Why? Because, like I just said, you can't even get along with other people if you can't communicate. Some people will say, well, I thought as a truck driver, you don't have to deal with people. That's why folks do it. Well, that's a slight misconception to a certain degree. There's a certain element of truth. But you got to pick up and deliver freight all the time. Like I said, you got to deal with this person called a dispatcher. That's interaction. That requires communication. That requires the ability to resolve conflict, resolve problems, because you're not going to see everything from eye to eye every day. So can you have a conversation about whatever it is that you're unhappy about, whatever you disagree with, without hear, you listen to what you hear. And if it doesn't apply to you, let it go to the person it belongs to. You get it? I'm glad you got it. That's going to help you. If you already wasn't there, that's going to help you. If you look around, you see people allowing themselves. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and tell you real quick. But if you look around, you see people being affected every day. You see people have residual negative thoughts that ride with them all day, every day, maybe for the week, because of some mess they done seen in the news, some mess that the reporter done told them, some mess that their party said about the other party. They don't care. Or they're lazy, or this, that, and the other. Why are you riding with that? They're not talking about you. We assign meanings to the things we are exposed to. We assign meaning to these labels and these terms and these moments that we have, these events that occur. We assign meaning to these things. It's a choice for you to see it this way or that way. Sometimes people don't realize that you have the power to choose, just like you can choose happiness. But a lot of people choose to be miserable. You can stay worried about something that you can't control, and you can realize that there's nothing you can do about it. So you best spend your time, focus, and attention on figuring your way out of it. Not the fact that you have to deal with it, or that it's setting you behind, or that you hate that it's occurring, or even your contribution to whatever the situation is. Now, it's important to reflect on your actions, your thoughts, your behavior, to make sure you identify your contribution to whatever undesirable situation you find yourself in. Because if you're able to do that, guess what? You can do something about it moving forward. But if you're someone, again, who likes to place blame, you're a victim, you're oppressed, you're looking for somebody else who you can blame it on. You're trying not to take responsibility. Well, then guess what? That makes you prone and more likely to repeat the same thing again, to find yourself in a situation yet one more time. Is that the life you want to live? No. Just like you don't want to be someone who procrastinates about making this move, but then you look back years from now and say, I wish I would've, I could've, I should've. It's too late then. Now's the time. Now's the time. What are you waiting for? The perfect time? There is no perfect time. Haven't you heard that? The perfect time is now. But you're being realistic about evaluating who you are in your situation, and make sure you're compatible. If you figure out you're compatible and everything leads to a green light, then don't sit there at a green light as if it's red. And if you're thinking about it now, you're already at this video, you're already at the caution light. You don't need to stop. It's a yield, man. It's not a stop light, it's a yield. If the flags didn't come up when I just described what I described, then the light didn't turn red, it turned green. Let's go, get it. What you waiting for? Opportunity. You're at the door. What are you gonna do? Let it close on you, or you gonna go through? It's up to you, man. I'm telling you. Now, whether it's this or something else, have a game plan. You don't have to become a trucker. I'm just telling you it's a great option for the person that's compatible to the lifestyle. And if it's something that interests you. But this is what I want you to do. I want you to stop living in a cycle. If that's you, if you're living in the matrix, if that's you, if you have not thought about the future, if you haven't thought about what it is you want for your future, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now, what you want your life to be 20 years from now. And what things do you need to start doing differently in order to make that future you desire a reality? Because it don't just happen. You can create the future you desire, but it's not going to just happen by chance. It's something that you got to take action. You got to be action biased. I talk about that in my course. Yeah, I got a personal development course. It changed my life. It can change your life. I've been telling you different components and elements of personal development ever since we've been in this video. I hope you're listening. I hope you're paying attention. I hope you're taking it serious. Because I'm not doing it for no reason. I'm not getting paid for this. I'm giving you this. I'm trying to help you. And in many cases, just remind you on what you already know. But I'm trying to help you change and grow. If it's necessary, then make it so. Take action. Don't put it off. Procrastination is one of the biggest things that we need to change in our lives. That's across the board. That's universal. Black, white, young and old. If the story is really told, it's probably the most common and popular thing in society that holds most of us back. Me included. You understand what I'm telling you? I'm recording this video right now. I wonder how long it's going to take me to put this video up. You see? Because I know for a fact that I have drives of video that I never got around to. Now, part of that is recording so many videos. At least that's the excuse I tell myself. But the reality is this. If you're going to take the time to record the video, and there's a reason that you hit that button to record, there's a reason that you're talking and saying what you're saying, there's a reason behind it. But then, doggone it, that video should get posted somewhere. You should be doing something with it, and it shouldn't be accumulating on multiple discs. You see? So I keep it real. You see how I reflect on my own actions, my own behavior? That's what you got to do in this world. You can't be a victim. You can't take on a poverty mindset either. Lacking what you don't have. There's an abundance out here. There's an abundance. Abundance of resources, abundance of opportunity. There's abundance of second chances, believe it or not. But too often people allow themselves to believe that they got to pay the price forever. Even if you messed up, it doesn't mean you got to pay the price forever. If a door gets shut in your face, that don't mean it's done and over with. That means keep knocking till you get to a door that stays open long enough where you can cross through. A lot of people give up too easy. Don't let that be you. If you look around, you open your eyes and you remain true to reality, and you know other people who have gone through something as is that truck stop? Nah. But there are other people who are in situations just as bad as a situation you might be in, or have a background as bad as your background, or whatever. You get the point. And guess what? They didn't let that stop them. They had what is becoming more popular right now, this term called grit. Grit is perseverance and a deep desire to make something happen, to go get what you want. Grit, stick to itness. You got it. You just have to express it. You just have to express it. And you got it within you. You got it within you. To save you. Either use it or lose it. So what you gonna do? I'm about to get up all this. I'm gonna let you have the rest of the day or rest of the night. Have it your way. This ain't Burger King, but you can be the king of the burger. Where's the beef? If beef equates to them tracks, man. Now you see them tracks right there? Nah, that's a subject matter for a different day. Subject matter for a different day. That's a different day. Now I'm gonna go ahead and say, this might help you cross over into something. 3 people look at those tracks in the road. If you missed it, it was in the median tracks, and they were big truck tracks. 3 people look at those tracks. Each 3 people have a different opinion of what happened. If for the people who drive cars and they actually hate being on the road with truckers, they'll say that was probably a truck driver. Fell asleep. Shouldn't be on the road. Out here unsafe, could have killed somebody. That's called a bias. Another person might see the track and they say, wonder what happened there. Wonder, was it a car, was it a truck? They might not even be able to look at the tracks and see tell what kind of vehicle it was, but they have the mindfulness and awareness to realize, well, they're not automatically say that it's a trucker. That person who automatically assumes that that is a trucker, that's a bias. Many people have biases in different areas. It's important to realize that you have those biases because it's important for you to understand that you will assess certain situations with that bias and not even realize it, unless you are mindful and aware that you have those biases. Now you might say, so what's the big deal? Well, it all depends on what the subject matter is. Right now, then you are fed. Slow it down, buddy. Slow it down. Talk to me and remember what I'm saying. But you are fed information that comes from people with a bias. And I'm just saying that you need to be aware of that. I'll give you an example. You hear people say, I wouldn't be a truck driver. You hear truck drivers saying, don't do it. Why? It's because they're not compatible for the trucking lifestyle. They came out here and got tickets and got a poor attitude, poor work ethic, and can't get hired by a good company. So they hate their time out here on the road. Well, of course they're going to tell you don't do it. They're not happy. But I'm giving you what you need in order to help you figure out if you're compatible. And I'm telling you how to go about making it a successful career and not just something you end up hating. You shouldn't end up out here miserable. See?